All right, all right, all right. Good evening, good evening. What's happening? What's the good word? What are y'all up to? What's cooking for Friday night? It is Friday, right? It is Friday. The stream title even says so. Oh, you know, I don't need to use this as much anymore, do I? I'm gonna get used to all these changes I'm making one of these days. Anyway, hope y'all are well. A little bit of a late start today. We well, yeah, dealing with some things, but you know, it's all right. It's all right. Let me make sure we've got everything going that should be going. Beyond Belief, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, my sound is probably pretty quiet, huh? Hold on, I'll fix it. Okay, I should be closer to normal volume now. Alright, so when we ended last time... That's right, we were halfway through this area. And we have the 10,000, so we were going to go buy the Wetchajiga. Alright, yeah, I'm starting to remember now. Oh, hold up. Oh man, I opened it too late. So I have no idea what you're let me see, hold on. I can fix this. There's always something breaking, right? Oh my god, it's a whole Reptar emote. Holy shit. Princess Cat, welcome in. Dale, what's happening? Appreciate the renewal, 7 months. Good lord. What is this, amateur hour? Yes, it always is amateur hour with me. This is a perk. This is a feature and a benefit, not a bug. Oh shit, Demon Hunter. All right, appreciate you. Welcome in. What's happening? All right. Let's get you a shout out here. Man, you want to talk about amateur hour? I don't know what I'm doing at any point of time. What's good? How was your stream? Oh, playing some Fallout, huh? I was lurking there for a bit, but I didn't really get a chance to check it out. Appreciate the raid. We are continuing on with Memories in Orbit. This game has been pretty good. It's been fun. I saw an article today that described it as, I think, gentle elegance. Was that the description? I was like, yeah. Elegance is a good descriptor for this. So Dale, since you're here, I guess I should share that I've gone nuclear on the front end thing. I have a friend that that does front end work. That's gonna show me some things. So, you know, hopefully in a day or so, we got together today. Hopefully in a day or so, I'll have a good idea of how I can do even more of too much. Oh, that's right. I need to go get that guy first. This is pretty fun. About 80 hours deep now. Nice. Man, I'm getting tore up by that guy. Ugh. Well, I lost almost 4 times as much money as the first time, so that was cool. People generally gravitate to a heavier focus on either front or back. Yeah, Well, I like back. I like back end a lot more, mostly because it feels like more of a mystery. But I think in terms of like some of the stuff I want to create, particularly for the stream, it feels like I'll be starting from, you know, having to create the look first, the view first, and so to me that suggests I need more than just a remedial understanding of front end, and so that, you know, I feel like there won't be too much to pursue, but maybe that's completely uh-oh. Yeah. Out of context, that's funny as fuck. Yeah. All that to say, I think my delving into maybe it's overly optimistic to assume that I'll be able to learn, you know, just a touch up front, and then it'll be good enough. Oh my god, I suck. You like your coding like you like your women. Oh lord. Alright. Let me win this fight this time. Oh my god, I missed the jump. Oh, and then I got tore up. Come on. Ugh. Incoherent and full of spaghetti. Damn. Y'all going hard. Y'all are going hard. Alright, yeah, let's just pull that guy out of range. Alright, now we're cooking. Nope. This is fine. Oh! Oh my god. Yeah, Dale's about to cut up for the whole weekend. What are you gonna do with your time out of coding gridlock? Oh, I'm dead. Cool. This has been an excellent warm-up session. I just wanted to, you know, get the majority of my deaths out of the way early today. So, you know, this is what we're working on. Also, you know, another thing is why do they keep pulling health away from me? You're gonna work because you've been lazy this week? Fair enough. I'd like to think I have some lazy time coming up. It seems like I've got... The more I get stuff checked off, the more it just like pops out of nowhere. I just started organizing a small weekly session for the arts school here. Trying to, you know, I mean, they're already dealing a lot with jazz, but in terms of like doing, you know, kind of the more regionalized, you know, and certainly culture-centric music that we have going on here. So, you know, of course, I get out of this. I had this huge show I was preparing for at the end of last week, which, you know, when that got out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to have all this free time. And then, of course, now I'm doing this. Like, damn, it really does never end. And then, of course, Mardi Gras around the corner. It's that time of year you really need to take a week off, but then learning the hard way, you need to wait until summer to fully utilize it. Yeah, I think for me, it's that time of year where if I didn't already take my week off, it ain't happening until... Actually, that's not true. I'm doing significantly less work the week after next. You know, not a week off, but certainly significantly less. I think you might find a resort this year instead of picking a random city to go wing it in. Last year was Chicago, right? Literally falling asleep here, but you have more people you need to keep streaks for. Well, remember that you can maintain streaks by watching VODs and also clips. So, you know, if you're still not 100% or you need rest, you're falling asleep, you know, you have options to maintain your streak. Yeah, 2 weeks before they invaded, yeah. Oh my god. I dodged. Oh no! God! Why am I so bad at this? You know, the funny thing is I did win this fight yesterday. And it's not even a fight I'm required to do, but I want the money? Question mark? It just happens to be a lot all in the same place. Alright, now we're cooking. Combo. Hey! Hey! Wait, now I remember... Okay. Stinson, welcome in. Alright, cool. I clearly forgot that was down here. Alright, so we know Dale's taking vacation at a resort in the summertime. Oh, I just screwed that up. Unless... Oh, yeah, I do remember this too. Wow. Unless, for one reason or another, work says no. What the hell? Wait, why would I want to... I don't want to go that way. Unless there's some reason to go there. Guess I won't know unless I go, right? Alright, fuck it. You only live unlimited times. How much money do I have? Oh yeah, we can store this. I have 11K now? Hell yeah. I'm rich. Mio's kind of a big deal. Well, good news is there's something over there. But you see that? Knacker droplets lost 0. Right, we don't need to go that way this time. Oh, yeah, okay, I forgot. Oh, I need to go over here, actually. That, yeah, okay. Cool. Love it. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. In exactly the manner. I definitely wanted to get back here and be bleeding out. Alright, take 2. Sucks to suck, as they say. Ah, wrong button. Can't remember if you hit a 5 streak last time or if you were at 6 already. Oh snap, Larry with the 15 streak. Yeah, this is one thing I wish they would clear up. Is it's hard to tell whether you've already gotten the streak count for the day or if you have yet and still need to watch, particularly in a scenario where like sometimes you can watch for, you know, a long time, or I've watched, you know, I've lurked on an entire stream and did not get credit. Right on, Larry. Did you stream today, or are you streaming soon? Chilling out? Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and float this idea now, or at least let y'all know when we end stream today, we're gonna raid Bunny again, of course, but this time it's different because she got her partner. So we are going to the same way we raided Brooke in celebration of her attaining partner. We will be. Oh, yeah. Raiding Bunny to say congrats. You worked, then had a Bible study, then went to pick up cookies, now you showered and relaxed and been busy all day. Can't tell because brain fog from being sick is not being nice to you at all. Oof. Oh my god. Another 200? Sure, I'll take it. When I think brain fog, I think COVID, so I hope you did not have COVID. Okay, so this is where we can go up and open the door from the other side. Thank you very please. Oh, Oh my god. You wanted me to do all that? Okay, hold up. We're going down first. Hey. Overseer. Right on. Asma's keeper came with that traveler in tow, asking for refuge. I should have turned them down. Instead, I opened the library for them. They were meant to be safe within its walls. Even he, blinded by his current folly, should have recognized the sanctity of this place. How naive of me. Friendly invitation? Well, if I don't have said friendly invitation, how the frack? Gonna be fine. Not gonna lie. If you were paying attention there, you might have noticed for a brief moment I forgot that I could climb on walls. You don't think it was that? You know, you probably had COVID when it first came up, but then was negative the rest of the year when your family was getting sick. Yeah, what was that? Well, the good news is, I don't think I have to fight anything to get back there now. So, you know, we'll have full health this time. Dale, any games that are coming that you got your eyes on? Outside of 007? Is 007 even coming this year, or is it next? Wow. 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 Did I do that first time? I'm a fucking platforming champion. I don't need the healing. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We just gotta check it. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Good thing I can go upstairs and, you know, get healed. Quick. Woo-hoo-hoo! I think it was probably due to the sushi that you were trying to finish when it was time for supper. Then it sat for a bit while you ate supper and was like an hour or so after you tried finishing it. Then about 20, 30 minutes later you started getting sick. Oof. Harpagon, what you got to say? I'm awake, but the others, oh no, that's even worse than permanent disconnection. These horrible vines. Please free them. I'll give you everything I've got. Just free them. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna go that way. But first... Oh, elevator's obstructive. Of course. Of course. Of course it is. Can I get over there? I don't think I can. I have to wait. Think you're fine, though? Just tired and sore? Well, glad to hear you're on the mend. Oh, sorry, bro. Wait, what? Are we not friends? Okay, we can fight, though. Oh my lord. Well, same question to anybody who wants to answer. What games are coming that you are looking forward to? Need some inspiration. I know we've got, oh yeah, that was not good. We've got Neo coming this week. I just got a message for, from a developer for a game. He sent me a code. Forget what it's called already. Something like Poly Plaza Ultimate. I think it actually. You motherfucker! I think it actually came out a while back. Super inexpensive open world real estate game, question mark? Must have hit 5 last stream because it would have changed by now, so you're gonna possibly get some sleep. Have a good night. Yeah, rest well, Princess Cat. I don't know if there are any games you're looking forward to in the next bit. New games anyways. Yeah, I got Neo 3 coming. And then was I able to open that door? No, I needed the... Is that where I needed the friendly invite? Yeah, Neo 3. I've got to carve out some time to play, oh my god. Ugh. Okay, so I'm not a platforming champion anymore. That was momentary. I gotta carve out some time to play Final Fantasy IV. To keep up with Brozo, who is about to become an avid Final Fantasy fan. Possibly. Did I not just recharge it? What the heck? Oh, I must have loaded a little bit. Cool. The more they show of Crimson Desert, the more it looks legit, but that's in March. What was that game that Dale posted about in the Discord? Oh, speaking of Discord, I need to blast off. There was a game that I think Dale mentioned as if it's not your most anticipated game, then you're playing games. Oh my goodness. Can't remember what that one was though. I think it was like a game that mixed stuff, like time periods and technologies. You know, it wasn't GTA 6, but the answer is GTA 6. Maybe GTA 6 will be my first Grand Theft Auto. Also, I'm gonna hate myself for saying this, but I'm considering finding some form of survival game. Is that what you call those? Not the horror genre, but like the you know, build stuff, make shelter, collect shit, yada yada type game. Oh, why did I? Okay. This actually is... Terraria with the Calamity mod? I mean, if I'm gonna play Terraria, I probably should just join Bunny's server. Okay, so this door is open. I can come back this way. Do you want to be humbled with bosses? Is Terraria really a... There are bosses? I guess I just thought Terraria was a... what do you call it? Farming simulator of sort, with like little, you know, minor bits of combat. I guess it never occurred to me that there would be bosses. I'm extra... Bosses are the best part? This will make it... Oh. So am I actually on this setting here? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that feels good. Grants access to the bell tower in the promenade. It's slightly covered in goo. Join us. Let me find out what that game was. I do remember looking at it very briefly. I don't even remember when it comes out. Kingmakers, that's the game. Yeah. It's not going to work too well, is it? many people do we have here right now? I'm interested to try a mini game. No, Kingmakers. It's not out yet. I mean, really, we could do it with... We could try the minigame with just 2 people, even. I should, I gotta step my music and soundtrack game up. Wins. Nothing to worry about. It's good to me. Alright, after I try this boss... After I get wrecked by this boss here momentarily, we will try a new minigame. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Where's my phone? Alright, so let me explain this minigame to y'all before we actually try it. Oh, that's kind of loud, huh? Alright, so look. Here's how this works. When the game starts, you're gonna have to join a team. Either red or blue. I'm just gonna turn this. Interesting. I don't know why that's... Okay. So you're gonna join a team, red or blue, and then what's gonna happen is you are going to... I'll just say there's a target, but you have to go but you have to go through the launcher in order to try and make it in the target. I think that will be enough to make sense of it when it goes. So you gotta type join. I'll join blue. Somebody join red, and then anybody else can join whatever one they want. All right. So you'll notice there's that star thing. You have to you're gonna hit that no matter what you do. And you're trying to make a basket in the other one. So, how do you do this again? I forget. I think you do exclamation point throw, and then you need to type the first one, the first parameter is your angle, the second is your power up to 100. So for instance, right now where I am, I probably want like a 60-ish angle from the star to get up and over, but I don't want to hit it too hard. Oh wait, was it not? What is the command? Hold on. Well, I'm not seeing what the command is here. Maybe it's toss? I don't think it's shoot. Maybe toss? All right, let me find out what the thing is. I'm gonna cancel this for right now. Let's see. I'm getting it together. Oh, it might be throw? Oh, I already tried throw. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Could be sling. This is why it's important we try this. Unfortunately, the documentation doesn't really... It leaves a bit to be desired. Yeah, well, so it's weird because I looked at the documentation earlier and I tried it out by myself and I was able to do it. The only thing is that then now I don't remember what the command was. So I don't know where else I was in the documentation, but it was here earlier. I'm gonna try this real quick. All right, well, let's just try it again. I'm bound to figure it, if my memory wasn't shit, I'm bound to remember eventually. All right, I'm gonna join blue again. I literally read it and played earlier. Like I'm just. It's unfortunate that my memory is just so shit. Oh, there you go. Into the angle and the power to shoot your avatar at the basket. There you go. Okay, so it's just the numbers? Wow. And then yeah, there you go. Once we make it, then then it'll move. Oh yeah, I'm about to make it. You better shoot. Oh, wait, whoops. Yeah. I think you can try it. I think it's just a time thing. We just have to go as much as we can. Oh, that might be it. Oh, fuck. Score! All right. So now it'll move. Oh, it's up there? Oh! Oh! Oh, wow. So you have to be first. That's hilarious. Get wrecked. Ugh. So close. Oh, no! Wow. Oh, just a little too far, son of a bitch. Oh, man. All right. All right. Oh. Yeah, I think you got the right idea. Oh, yeah. Get in there. Uh, yeah, boy. Go, 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 go. Get in there! Get in there! Yeah, boy! Oh, wow, that's far. All right, so that was a little much. Nice. Well, all right. All right, let's run it back. Anybody else that's trying to play? Now's the time. Join red or blue. You need wind to make it harder? That would be great. Holy fuck. And I'm gone. Oh my god. Oh, nice. Oh, you bumped me. No. Wow, nice. Would I have gone in? I would have. To the moon. Oh, fuck me. Oh. All right, that was not the right answer. Oh Lord, okay. Yeah, boy. We on that comeback. We both had the same thought. Oh no. Nice shot. Oh, we both did the same. So how did we go so far? Come on, Hope. Come on, Hope. Oh shit, that was nice. I still couldn't make it in. Damn. Nice shot. Damn, I got absolutely destroyed this time. Yeah, it snuck in there. Oh, come on! Nice, nice, nice. All right, well, yeah. So that's a fun little one. We'll definitely work that in. Let's play one more. We got Z now. Maybe Stinson wants to play. This will be the last one. All right, Z, join blue. Oh, maybe nobody wants to play. Auto balance occurred? Oh, wow. 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 What the hell kind of auto balance is that? Oh my god. Oh yeah, you way late. That's okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it one time for the homies. I got this. I got this. 2-on-1. I got this. Z, you can shoot anytime. And as often as you like. As fast as you can type it in, I think it's as fast as you can shoot. But you have to make the basket first. Otherwise, I get the point and it resets. So close. Oh, you're mega delayed? Shit. Oh my god. What the crap? Ah! Oh, you got it. Oh, I thought it was nothing but net. Boom. To the moon. Boom. Nothing but net. Love it. Oh, wow. Are you going to answer right back? Shit. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. 6 7 42. I see you, Z. Oh, wow. Boom. Good game, y'all. Good game. Oh, so close. He got it? Where did everybody go? Oh, man. All right. Yeah, that's a winner. That's a winner. We got to do that every now and again. That was fun. Damn. Yeah, home court advantage. Right. Exactly that. But I also had a disadvantage because I was playing on my phone. Unfortunately, same things happen in my keyboard. For some reason, decides to retire. Now, what the hell was I working on here? And does it even matter anymore? Oh, I have that boss. Thanks for playing, y'all. Ouch. Ow. Excuse me? Oh. Oh, but I have the warp here, so we can go find out what that 10K item is. Let's go find out. Where are they again? Maybe if I go here, I'll recognize it. It's kind of... It's not far from the entrance here. Kind of close to where you go. And then we came back down that way. Okay, actually... Somebody should have put down a marker, right? Oh, nice. Large increased energy recovered when attacking an enemy. Oh, I need to remove this marker. That's not of use to me anymore. It's kind of in a middle area from... Well, I did not do the fresh install. But what I did, I don't know, I just changed a bunch of shit and tried to run some of the games that had issues while streaming in bandwidth mode, and they seem to be running better, if not fixed. So I'm interested to do more testing to find out. I don't know yet, but I may have made progress accidentally today. Couldn't tell you what I changed, but you know. So part of me was going to do a Steam start the stream with a Steam game today, but I ultimately opted to do this instead. Otis, wake up, buddy. Some of the changes I made, I remember, was in OBS. So if anything looks weird, the stream, or different than it normally does, it may be something that I changed or changed inadvertently. I don't think it's down here. You look extra chunky in OBS? Not today. I specifically clicked the chunkless Stinson plugin. does everyone seem to have issues with OBS given how widely used it is? Because it's open source. Wow, okay, well I stumbled across some stuff, that's cool. You know, open source is definitely seems like, you know, it's a great idea, and if you get a, you know, if you just need a couple of things, like, it could be extremely helpful and useful. But the thing is the more people you get coding for something, and, you know, with mixing, you know, professionals with amateurs, and, you know, people that stand by, you know, convention and actually know what they're doing, and, you know, people who are, you know, weekend hobbyists or weekend warriors or whatever you want to call it. You know, it's like you're bound to get a number of inconsistencies or incompatibilities. I mean, of course, you already know that, but, you know, it's like, this is, you know, it didn't work necessarily for, you know, Android. When everybody was, you know, the fad was all about, you know, rooting your phone. For plugins, yeah, but base state, well, yeah, but the whole, you know, the whole idea is that you're loading OBS with plugins. You know, anybody who's not using some form of plugin probably is not getting out of the software what they should be getting. And even then, you know, some of the issues that I've had have specifically been the base software. You know, they've fixed them for sure. You know, but it's like, it's not like the base software is necessarily perfect either. And also, you know, the more and more we delve into, like, advancing, you know, technology and access, you know, for, you know, at home, you know, the lower the bar seems to fall. You know, the perfect example of that I keep falling back to is, you know, like my Elgato capture card, which is, you know, supposedly, you know, one of the best capture cards you can get on the market. You know, Elgato is a good, you know, a notable brand, and, you know, it's like it's their PCIe card, and, you know, yada yada. You can talk about all of the theoretical positivity you like, but then, you know, it's like, okay, but also the thing only does stereo. What do you mean? Like, how am I hooking up my, you know, I'm hooking up my PlayStation that will send out Dolby or 5-channel, and the capture card has no idea what to do with it. Nobody thought that was problematic. That doesn't change the conversation about what the best piece of equipment out there is, or, you know, I don't know. It's just it's a weird thing to be. And, you know, that's something like dealing with Elgato's, you know, tech team and trying to figure things out like that. That's something that became apparent very quickly. In that, like, even when I had a, you know, a non-audio issue, I had a video issue, which probably should have been easily solved. You know, it's like they're you know, grasping at straws, trying to, you know, figure out how to just, you know, get me to the next message. Like, and maybe, you know, maybe it fixes my thing, but really it's just like, hey, I need to have some answer for this guy. Is this actually the answer for his situation? Probably not, but at least I can, you know, have something. At least that's the impression I got from talking to Elgato's support. It's definitely not this way. you know, not that far removed from like the Apple conversation, you know, people will swear up and down about Apple, you know, but it's like you can't, you know, it's like the shit is so locked down, even the people in Apple don't know necessarily, you know, what's going on with it. You have the best one so you could see it having Dolby, but not necessarily. I mean, at least, even if it's not going to have Dolby specifically, you know, any level of, like, anything beyond 2-channel audio would be the expectation. You know, the idea that you're, especially when you consider that the capture card itself has transparent pass-through. My local equipment can get the information. Like it can still do 5-channel. But the capture card in any of its processing can't. So, you know, this ultimately results in the choice of, like, you know, you've got, in order to capture, you know, all of the information, particularly with how sound is with audio, how audio is being routed, for video games, you know, it's like you have to choose to either, you know, diminish your local situation or have entire channels missing in what you're trying to capture. And that's problematic, obviously, you know, when we're talking about, you know, the capture card can recognize left and right, but the audio will be center. Streamers wear headphones and Twitch probably doesn't have it. Local capture would benefit, but it's for streaming. So, well, the capture card is for both. For local recording and for, I mean, the idea that, you know, we would limit ourselves on the idea of whether or not Twitch supports, or limit our concept of what the hardware should be capable of based on whether Twitch supports it or not, knowing that there are other streaming platforms that, or even, you know, video content platforms, let's say, that can, is, I think, in its nature, a fallacy, not a great way to, not a great way to measure equipment. It's like saying, you know, why do I need a capture card that can do 4K if, you know, if Twitch can only go to 1080 anyway until, you know, for non-partners until, you know, a handful of weeks ago. All right, let's go over here and we're going to warp again. Which, by the way, that's before we even have to, you know, before we even get into the weeds of, like, whether the capture card can work with certain equipment. You might have the right slot, you know, but I had to get, for instance, into the weeds of like, a chipset, you know, which one, you know, which one has enough, whatever the term is, bus or whatever, you know, in order to be able to run the capture card at the same time as a graphics card. You know, am I limiting my ability to, you know, to even use the equipment by just putting a different hard drive in? You know, these NVMe, wait, NVMe? Is that the name of them? Slots for the solid state drives disable things, and they may disable the slot, that you have that you would need for your capture card. So, I mean, it's just like there's a lot of, it's really easy to get into like, right. Well, and the reason is, that's a very valid concern that almost no one would consider, but also because like, I don't know, I feel like there's got to be some level of, if I'm going to sell you a product, I need you to be aware that like, hey, you need to make sure that your motherboard, does X, Y, and Z. Now, if you're just doing a USB, capture card, which I think a lot of streamers just use the USB, a non-issue. But for the internal one, the high-end model, the PCIe model, it's like, that's something that you need to know, and you need to be able to assume that somebody who's comfortable installing a device in their PCIe slot is going to be also comfortable with having to look in and figure out whether they're, whether they have the right combination of equipment for the damn thing to even work. Imagine putting that shit in and then realizing like, oh, your motherboard doesn't even, utilize that slot because you bought a different SSD last year, and now you've got to buy another motherboard in order for the capture card to even work. It's not, but no, I upgraded my motherboard. It was a lot of things, but the old one, ultimately I upgraded my motherboard because the graphics card that I bought was too big and did not have supportive power from the old motherboard. And everything kind of fell into place from that. The PCIe slots ended up just working out because I had just upgraded the motherboard, but that was a separate thing. Which, was a whole thing, but also like, probably wouldn't have been much of a thing for people who had semi-modern equipment. Me and my 1650, GTX 1650 Super, was probably a larger step than, I think probably the average person upgrading was going to be taking. Hey, did we find him on accident? Cool. Oh, he doesn't even verify. He's just, oh, you have 10,000? I'll take it. High increase of the damage inflicted on enemies when all layers of protection are active. Okay, is that all of my current layers or all the layers total? And can I even activate the other layers at this point because they've been disabled? When every system comes together, they become greater than the sum of all their parts. So, peak performance? So many people still run on very old hardware according to Steam servers. Yeah, I mean, I could believe that. Are they running a 1650 Super? Maybe, I guess. Maybe I've got maybe my bias is that my stuff was more dated than it was. I think, I had my hardware situation was such that, when I looked up and what about my hardware, I would see the same thing for pretty much all of my components. Like, oh, it's old, but it should still be, decent for today's standards. I had the whatever GPU I had, the 5600X, which, technically was old, but it's like it's still a decent enough, CPU for, for gaming. 1650 Super, it's old, but it's still a decent, GPU for, what I'm trying to accomplish. But that said, I needed to, in order to do the things that I wanted to do, and also since I was looking at a GPU upgrade anyway, upgrading the GPU just triggered a whole fucking, domino effect of other shit that I also had to upgrade. 1060 is still probably the most used card. 1060 is still in the top 15 percentage wise. That's interesting. In which case then that that makes me question the state of complaining about the state of games and their performance. As the technology moves further, it moves further from those older technologies as well. Rather, as the development technology moves further, it moves further and further away from that old technology. Alright, I need a new warp. Go fight that boss now. Oh, you know what? Actually, before we go fight the boss... Okay, so here's a question about the game. There's been multiple instances, which I don't necessarily understand, where NPCs have been killed, and Mio has died and then been resurrected, and we've lost max HP as a result. I just bought a thing for 10k that takes advantage of having full health. But I think that those losses, I mean, they seem to be permanent, right? Like, how do I potentially get those max HP losses back? Good to see you in one piece, that last trimmer was a real piece. Honestly, what's up with them pearls? You'd think they'd have put a stop to it by now, but no, they'll let us flicker out with the vessel. The heart powers the rest of them too, If she fails, they all fail. But hey, I'm only one unit, so do I know. They're big ones, they must know better than me. And, with that said, so this touches on it a bit. If it's the trimmers that's doing that, I wonder, is that a time-based thing? Is that because I've spent... Do I need to speedrun to keep those extra... Yeah, they're permanent gone, that's what it seems like, yeah. So do I need to speedrun in order to keep all my health? Or are those triggered by elements of the story? They seem to happen at pretty specific times, so I don't think it's a time thing. I can get three coding components back. But that's only 3/4 of 1 health from progression. So the game ultimately just gets harder, asterisk, as you get closer to the end. Alright, I'm thinking we buy these 2 modifiers extensions and then put on that one I just got. And then in which case, I don't know, are any of these good? You don't even see the 9070 XT on the hardware survey? That's fascinating. Okay, so in theory, I need 1450, 1750, 2550, and 2 for 10 more cores. So, in which case, then not even 1% of players have a 97D XT? Is that what we're taking from that? I wonder how accurate those surveys are. Oh, I meant to go the other one. How do they get their data? They just pull it from your system? Don't you have to opt in for that? If you have to opt in for that, that would immediately throw into question the accuracy. Oh, duh. I can climb up there with them. What the heck? You opt in, but the user base is so big you can't really skew numbers since it reads your system, so it gives a good general consist. Yeah, but I mean that it reads your system, so you can't say you have different equipment than you have. But I can say, for instance, like, I don't want you to use my info, right? And in which case, then you have no idea what I have, and or whether I upgraded anything. Privacy being a on people's radars, I feel like in a much larger sense than let's say even like 5 years ago. I have to imagine that there is a significant number, maybe not a majority, but a significant number of Steam users who click no for, you know, opting in for them to use the you know, you get asked that question on a lot of software, right? Like, you know, can we use your information for like anonymous user data or whatever, which would probably fall in this hardware bracket, right? Or rather, hardware would fall within that scope. But it's averages, so it would likely change a whole bunch. Probably not just the amount of users. Wait, what the hell did I just do? Oh, I exited the game? I'm pretty sure I dodged, but okay. What the crap? What about the non-XT? What the crap? Oh, yeah. AMD drivers mislabeling it, and none of the 9000 series show up correctly, apparently. Interesting. Well, look, another way that we, question the accuracy of the information. What do you know? Oh my god, I don't like this boss. Jet! Appreciate the 7th streak. You got $7. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Riders boost. What was that? Ah. Oh. What's happening? How's infield? Arknight infield. Can't wait till Neo 3 drops. Did you play the demo? Sounds like there's enough content in there to keep you busy for a little bit. About to drop it, getting bored. No multiplayer aspects, so you can't even play with friends. Oh yeah. Will you mostly play Neo co-op then? I usually treat Neo as a solely single-player experience, but maybe that'll be different this time. The thing is I dislike playing games with a story. I can't follow the story because other people are skipping shit on my behalf. Ah, fucker. Oh, what was that? Ugh. It's just gonna be another revenge story? Yeah, but I care about the details. Whatever game that interests you but revolves around co-op games, by default you're a Monster Hunter player, your secondary is Neo. Was the second one a revenge story? I don't remember. The first one definitely is, to an extent. Excuse me. Oh boy took his girlfriend, so he had to go get her back. Ninja Gaiden 4 was played for the story for sure. What does that got to do with anything? What are we talking about? Team Ninja connection, maybe? Shit! Ugh. Trying to make a connection between what I said and what you said. I think the best way I can close the gap between the two is to state that Ninja Gaiden is specifically a single-player game, whereas Neo is a single-player with multiplayer elements. So, you know, even if the story wasn't good and wasn't what I played Ninja Gaiden for, I'd still be wildly irritated to miss story elements for the sake of somebody else skipping them on my behalf. Hence, unlikely to play a game like Ninja Gaiden either as a multiplayer experience for that reason. Yet another reason that it's difficult to find a multiplayer game for me, because I need something where I can play the story and then play multiplayer, or play multiplayer and not impact, you know, the story experience. Now, you know, after I finish the story, would I play multiplayer on Neo when we're trying to clear missions as fast as we can and do challenges and shit? You know, sure. At that point, most likely. Or rather, most likely that would be where I would be interested in playing multiplayer. And I think when I have played Neo multiplayer in the past, that has been the case. But in terms of like experiencing the missions for the first time, you know, trying to figure out what the actual story is, like, multiplayer is not going to do it for me. You've always heard that Team Ninja games are very bland in storytelling. Sure. I mean, there's some truth in that for certain. But, you know, doesn't mean I want to skip it. even a game like Split Fiction, where I fucking detested the story, or rather detested particularly the way the story was told, never mind the story itself, like, I still wouldn't skip it. The first time through. God damn it. I'm trying to think of an example of a game that, like, the first time through, I wouldn't give a shit what was going on with the story. But if it's bad and you didn't enjoy it, why not focus more on the action than the story? Because I'm not, I think you and I have known each other long enough for you to understand me when I say that I don't want to just not like something. I want to understand why I don't like it. And in order to understand why I don't like it, I need to experience it. Now, as that relates to a story, that is a lot different than, for instance, like a genre of game or a type of game. You know, I don't need to experience Fortnite or Apex, for instance, to know that I'm not interested. But if I'm gonna play Fortnite or Apex and they have a story mode, even if the story fucking sucks, I'm gonna want to go through the story so that I can understand what didn't I like about the story. Oh, fuck. This is why, like, if somebody does a channel point redeem for a game, and I accept it, you know, if it's not an auto veto, you know, I'm committing to playing that for, you know, a handful of hours, even if I despise it from minute 2. Why? Because, you know, I feel like I need to, excuse me, live in it and understand what I don't like about it, rather than, you know, oh, you know, the way they loaded me in the first time is, you know, was terrible, and I'll never play it again. The more you get to know me, the more I seem like the action and progression and difficulty is much more important than the story. You know, I mean, my view of myself could vary from reality. That wouldn't surprise me. I like to think I'm pretty heavily invested in story. I typically, you know, the other elements. Yeah, I am definitely very happy when I get punched in the balls. Absolutely. However, the two things are not mutually exclusive, I don't think. Damn it. Ah, too early. You don't remember a new monster being in the demo? In the demo of Neo? Wait, were you telling me about the demo yesterday? Why am I asking you today if you tried the demo, if you were telling me about it yesterday? Oh my god. All that to say, I think I can I can enjoy, as you say, getting punched in the balls while also enjoying, you know, being told a story. I don't know exactly what the balance is that I need, but neither side can be zero. The first beta had the huge horse head boss in the game. This new demo has a new boss that you haven't seen. Oh. Well, this new demo is separate. That was the alpha, right? This is the demo. So in which case, like, I mean, it's not even the same content, right? It's like a different area, different scenario in the game. It's 6 hours long instead of, I don't know how long the alpha was, but I'm pretty sure it was only like 90 minutes. Also, I don't even think I played the beta long enough to see the horse head boss you're talking about. I think when we played the demo, I'm sorry, the alpha, I remember I was trying to take out like an outpost or something like that, and I wasn't doing very well. It didn't seem like people were really into the game much. I think we called it there, and I moved on to something else, and then I never went to go play it off stream. Never went back to play it off stream. Which kind of makes me feel like, with that memory, I may not even stream Neo 3. It might be an offline game. I don't know yet. Definitely going to play it, just not sure whether I'll stream it. Does it play a lot like Kazan? There are aspects that are like Kazan. You know, actually, I think Kazan's probably actually a pretty good comparison. God damn it. Yeah, the more and more I think about it, Kazan's actually probably a really good comparison. Maybe a little slower. You know, the demo's a little bit broken on PC, but you were gonna try it. You should. I when I first played the first Neo, it was I was how do you say captivated by it immediately. The second one I didn't like as much. It was still good, but I enjoyed the first one more. What the crap? God damn it. The engine breaks if the frame rate isn't locked. That could be a good test. Maybe I should play the Neo 3 demo on stream. I've already bought it on PlayStation 5, but maybe I should try the demo on stream and we can verify whether these, how bad my issue is. What time is it? I mean, I could probably start the download now and do like the last 30 minutes or so of the demo. Do it. Shit. Yeah, broken game with a broken OBS. Challenge accepted. Let me see here. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know if I can do this actually. Yeah, my, Alright, let me do this. I'm gonna go to BRB for a second. The good news is, keyboard works now. So, let's see here. Neo 3 demo. Gonna download. Send it here. All right. I think my keyboard issues are linked to maybe the driver for this or the plug-in playability, or not so much, of this USB hub I bought is where the issue is. Oh, come on. Sucks to suck. Oh, God. Oh, bullcrap. Night stream's gonna break because of the download? I doubt it. Oh. Oops. Damn it. Shh. Ah! That move. I'm probably gonna have to do the same thing for if we end up switching to Neo. My controller. Really what I should probably do is just wonder if there's such a, well, surely there is such a thing. I need a, I guess, a powered USB switcher hub? Or, you know, I guess really it's just a powered USB hub. The switcher aspect of it, I'd like to eventually, if I get into playing, you know, mouse and keyboard, I definitely would like to be able to, you know, if the need arises, switch the keyboard over to the PlayStation, which was the whole reason I bought the one that I have. But I suspect that the reason it has issues is because it's A, a piece of shit, and B, not powered. Oh my god. Okay, this one's over. Yeah. I'm sure I probably could find something like that, you know, for $400 or $500. I guess it's really a powered USB hub. Well, I guess that's kind of saying the same thing, huh? I mean, ultimately it'd be for the majority of it would plug direct, it would plug into both, I think, in my, you know, vivid imagining of this piece of technology. Well, so my experience with Bluetooth keyboards and mice is that When they start to go bad, they are extremely problematic. So, you know, a Bluetooth might work for a while, or maybe Bluetooth technology in terms of keyboards and mice has gotten significantly better. But I mean, I would just as soon avoid Bluetooth based on my previous experience. Yeah, PlayStation does use Bluetooth. So, you know, finding a Bluetooth keyboard that can pair to multiple devices. But, you know, again, my experience with Bluetooth keyboards and mice has not been good. Ouch. I put on some lotion, and then I think I just... when I rubbed my eye, I probably just rubbed the lotion straight into my eye. Oh man, if I didn't get hit there, I might have had a better chance to hear. Hit him. Nice. As I continue to rub my eye with the same hand that probably just rubbed lotion into my eye. A wireless 2.4 hertz dongle of the same brand keyboard and mice. Yeah, I mean, really anything. I haven't had good experience with anything wireless, which is, you know, maybe it's because I buy the cheap wireless stuff, most likely. You know, I guess if I bought a more expensive Bluetooth or even 2.4 hertz, gigahertz piece of equipment, maybe I'd have less problems. I mean, the controllers are wireless, so, you know, I mean, I can't knock those. Just, you know, my experience with keyboards and mice just hasn't been great. Your controller of all things you need to plug in. You know, I mean, that would be a way to... Well, so the thing is I would have to... I think that... Where am I now? Oh, I see. But I haven't found... Okay, there is another path over there. What was I going to say? The problem with not doing it by way of a hub is that it means I need to buy a wireless keyboard, a wireless mouse. Right? I guess just the keyboard. Does the mouse need to be? Well, yeah, the mouse does need to be. So, you know, I'm buying 2 devices instead of 1. And also, you know, banking on... How much money did I just lose? Oh, not that much. Banking on the idea of, you know, it being more... I know I can buy a reliable hub. I don't know, at least, you know, given my experience, that I can buy a reliable wireless situation. I mean, I suspect that the Bluetooth... Oh my god. That the Bluetooth on the consoles, you know... I mean, it's industry standard, right? So, like... If it works for... Oh my god. If it works for the PC, it probably works for the PlayStation. Based Billy, welcome in. An update on merch, y'all. Just while it's on my brain here. I think Kat is working on making sure colors are compatible. Or rather, if there needs to be any color adjustments for the stuff. So they should come out, like all of the stuff should come out looking super, I just did the same thing, super nice. Hopefully we'll have that up and running soon. You're confused on the reason for the hub. Is the PC and PS if they both support Bluetooth? Well, yeah, I got you. You know, so the reason for the hub is because I haven't had a good experience with Bluetooth. I don't believe in Bluetooth as a technology for a keyboard specifically, a keyboard or a mouse specifically. Now that said, you know, if you're telling me that it's just because I bought cheap shit before, fine, I'll buy that. You know, and in which case I don't need a hub. I could just do a Bluetooth. But I'm stuck. I was stuck on the hub because of my previous experience, my prior experience with Bluetooth. .4 gigahertz is much better than Bluetooth. But that means I need a dongle, right? Is there such a thing as a dongle that, like a dual dongle that you can toggle between? I guess that's everything here, huh? Where the fuck is the overseer? I could buy 2 of them, but don't know how well the PS would support that stuff. I mean, I'm reasonably sure that, especially with a dongle, that it'd be fine. If you're telling me that's a reliable technology, I don't think PlayStation. I don't think the PlayStation will be the weak link there. Your mouse and keyboard both have Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz switches. So I have a mouse that's connected to my MacBook that has both 2.4 and also Bluetooth. I've had other mice that have had both. Same thing. Haven't had really great experiences with them. But that said, you know, when I've bought those devices, I mean, I wouldn't have been spending, you know, decent money on them. I'm not, you know, when I've bought the type of equipment I buy is, you know, you know, not the $100 shit. So if you're telling me I need to buy the $100 shit to get the you know, reliableness of the technology, I would buy that. I mean, I would believe that. Using the same word for the same thing so many times, I needed to correct that. Wait, didn't I come down here before? No. Well, yeah, but DualSense Pro is a different situation. We're talking about keyboards and mice right now. Oh, this is the other side of that. Okay, cool. So, you know, to clarify that I don't have an issue spending money on technology and shit that I like. I just don't, I haven't assigned that level of value to things like keyboards and mice. The only technology you can rely on is your toaster? Fair. But only if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, a toaster can be pretty sad. Katrina's on the other side of that. She has bought, she's all into mechanical keyboards. I think hers is technically USB, but then it has like a little LCD thing that she could put like a little digital, you know, pixel cat on, 8-bit cat or something like that on, you know, that. And, you know, for me, I'm like, yeah, well, so that's the thing. Cat knows. Me, I'm like, bro, let me just get a $20 keyboard and like, we'll be good. Oh, it has Bluetooth, you know, 4 or whatever. Cool. That's the up-to-date one, right? I know it's not, but you know, when I was purchasing. Okay, where is this overseer? I don't want to go that way again. Start adding the O-rings to the keys and customizing the keycaps. Oh my god, I was just thinking of the parallel for this. I saw a video. Y'all know about subway takes on Facebook? Or on social media at least. I don't know what his default platform is, but I saw one today. If you don't know, the premise is that this guy like rides the subway and does like these little interviews, and like his catch, his key phrase, you know, that he asks people is like, okay, so what's your take? And then they can say whatever the hell their take is, and then he'll either, you know, agree with it or disagree with it, and they can make their point and yada yada yada. Well, anyway, so the one that I saw today kind of fits this situation where this lady, it's not a direct parallel. I'm just going to put that out there. But, you know, this lady was basically, her point was that we spend far too much money on for the something that we just sleep in. So we spend all this money on, you know, the bed, the sheets, the pillows, all this shit, which obviously, yeah, I'm in the same boat. Oh, hell no. You know, and it's like, you know, he's like, well, what do you sleep in? And she's like, oh, you know, I have this like $70, you know, dog bed that gets the job done or whatever. And then she shows a picture of it or whatever. And, you know, but it's like, I don't feel that way for beds, but I do feel that way for keyboards. Like, the fuck do I need to spend $100 for a keyboard if the $20 keyboard is going to, I can type on both of them. You know, similarly, like, you know, this is what you just said kind of loosely relates where, like, you know, I'm sitting on the floor right now. What's around me? Dog hair, dirt, you know? So like, where's my keyboard most of the time? On the ground, which means those mechanical keys, all of that shit, it's like, that's a lot of maintenance to keep that shit like actually clean. Or I just buy a $20 keyboard. It works great. And then, you know, in a couple of years or whatever, you know, clean it a couple of times or whatever, a couple of years, I fucking, you know, get that shit. Yeah, but the PS5 Pro also is raised. It is away from all of that shit. You know, keyboard, not so much. It's here or it's in my lap, you know. So do I buy a little desk? Well, okay, so again, this goes back to exactly what we just talked about. You know, the idea that like I have no problem associating value to things that are A, for my entertainment, or B, you know, similar to Dale, like that saves me an inconvenience. For something that's just functional, I'm not going to overspend on something that's just functional. I spend money on my bed, since that's the example I just used, because I like good fucking sleep. I spend money on my on this TV and on my PlayStation and on, computer components and like my PlayStation controller. Why? That's all stuff that enhances my entertainment. My keyboard still just types. We could try there. That's above where I'm at now. It does a lot more than a controller. Does it though? Especially considering that, like, I mean, look, when I was playing Final Fantasy XI, I was playing it with a fucking yeah. Well, good luck summoning her. You could reach out to her on Discord. She'll probably come in and help you tear me down. help you talk me down, not tear me down. But it's like when I was playing Final Fantasy XI, it's like it's all customizable hotkeys. Sure, I understand the value of having more buttons, being able to type commands or use hotkeys, shit like that. But even with that, it's like, could I justify spending much more than $20? Nah, dog. Like, I just need something that allows me to push those hotkeys. What is the extra, money for the keyboard really? I don't have a perception of value in that direction. Now, could that change? Well, maybe. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of this shit. I'm not going all the way up there, that's for sure. I guess I need to come back here, and then we're gonna have to go up and over. Look, give it, 10 days, she'll be sitting right there, and, y'all can gang up on me about spending money on a keyboard then. Or, maybe she'll be busy, preoccupied with a different piece of technology that, she doesn't know about yet. You can also smack me for you. Good luck. I'm pretty sure she's nonviolent. I think if she had a violent bone in her body, she probably would have stabbed me by now. So I feel like I'm pretty safe. I sit on the ground because I'm more comfortable here. Desks don't do it for me. A chair? I mean, I guess I could get rid of clear out space in the couch, but then, but then what? Which is a wild thing to say? What, that I'm more comfortable sitting on the ground? Look, I did buy... Look. I'm aware that some people are built softer than I am. And so I did buy little cushions to sit on. I've even been trying to sit on this one. But, I'm a little heavy, so it's like, it's only been here a week and it's flat as shit. shit because I sit on it all the time and I'm heavy. So, you know, another week or so, I'll probably move this thing out of the way and be sitting right back on the ground, but at least she'll have something soft to sit on. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn with this cushion, but you know. Good dogs. Benefit Game 1. Appreciate the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. If you have thoughts on sitting on the floor versus other sitting situations, feel free to share them. You might even be the tiebreaker for which one of us is right in this particular instance. Spoiler alert, it's me. Okay. The question is, can we go up further from here? And it would appear we absolutely can. But... Oh! Bruh. I knew that was there, too. Oh yeah, I knew that was there, too. This just back the way Is there no further up from there? Maybe I need to go over to that other room and come back? In the meantime, okay, let's see here. Okay, Neo 3. Oh yeah, it's been done for 20 minutes. All right, let me get to a save point and we'll switch over. We'll attempt to switch over to Neo 3. I'm curious to see how badly this is going to break my system. Understand that if we crash the stream here with Neo 3, I have every intention of coming back because we have to raid Bunny tonight. I mean, truth is, Kat knows how I am. She knows I'm more than willing to spare no expense in terms of, video games and technology that interests me, and then the rest of it is just redheaded stepchild into oblivion. Oh my god. Well, you know what? If I die, I will also be moved to a save point. So let's just do that. All right. Let's switch.